So we saw that we have this issues, menu up here, and this time I want to follow a different approach, meaning we will of course create issues on our own to show you how these can be created, but to really understand how issues work and how this concept also ties into forks and pull requests that we just learned about, we can visit another web page, another page on GitHub to be more precise. And this is github.com/vue.js/view. Link can be found attached to the lecture. And what this is the official GitHub page of Vue.js. Vue.js is a JavaScript framework. We also got a course about Vue.js and JavaScript, but that's not the topic at this stage here. And with Vue.js being a framework for JavaScript, Vue.js is constantly evolving. And turns out that Vue.js is an open source project. This means the code is available for everybody. You can see this code right here on the page. You could clone it easily with git clone, or you could also fork it over here. As you see, we have 30,000 forks listed, so many people forked this repository already. And the great thing about this project here is that it kind of shows lots of the things we learned about in a real world practical example on a real GitHub project page. Now, what you can see here is that we are on the code page and we are in the dev branch. As you see, the project comes with lots of different branches. This is the development branch. And there you can explore the code if you want to. And you can of course also find all the good old, menu items we know about. For example, the pull requests. And there you see that we have 207 open pull requests and almost 2000 closed pull requests. So the pull requests work exactly the way we showed it to you. You can fork the repository, then improve the code, and then, push this project to your repo and then create a pull request. But the thing is that you cannot do this for random things. I mean, you could, but typically what you would do is you would check out the issues ribbon here of this project. In there, you can see that we currently have 319 open issues and almost 10,000 closed ones. Just wanted to emphasize that this is nothing to play around with, it's a real thing. So I just wanted to demonstrate you this here, so please be aware of this. Nevertheless, here we can see lots of issues reported by different Vue.js users. For example, we can open this issue here, and here you can see the structure of this issue following the guidelines we just had a quick look at. There you can describe in which version it happened, for example. Here you could reproduce it with this code. Then what do you have to do to reproduce it? What is expected? What is happening? What problems does it have? And so on. So people describe what is going on right here. And if we go back, for example, and check out the first issue, you can also see, you can also answer here. In this case, this answer was done by a member of the Vue.js core team. So you can interact with people here in this issues section. Nevertheless, the thing is that we can create such issues and then, with the concept of pull requests, also improve these and fix bugs. This is what issues and also pull requests look like in real life. Let's now go back to our project though and quickly create such an issue on our own, just to make sure that you saw how this works. So we are back in our project. There, I'll now switch from my personal account back to the GitHub course organization account that we created. In there, I'll access our organization repo 1, so this one. And there, we can now go to the Issues tab and create a new issue to report a bug, for example. Let's do this now. We could say about us page not opening. This could be a web development project, for example. We don't have such a project here at the moment, therefore this is just an example text. In there, you would then describe what exactly happens. We can again check out the Vue.js page to have an example here and dive into the issue. So this would be our headline we just wrote. Down here, we then could step by step describe, what exactly goes wrong, how you can reproduce it, and so on. We'll just leave this open here for the moment. You can also assign people to this issue. So for example here, as we have the other Manu Lawrence account in our team, we could assign this account, this team member, to this problem. We could also add a label right here. For example here, well, a bug would be the correct one. Something isn't working. You can also find other labels in here. You can apply to this issue. We'll go with the bug one. And that's it. Multiple labels are also possible. Projects are something we'll learn about more very soon. Therefore, we'll skip this. Same thing here for the milestones, not that important for us at the moment. And you could also link this to some pull requests, also not something we'll discover at this stage of the course. But we can now submit this new issue like this. You see the text is missing, of course, but we have the about page not working. That's an issue we opened. If we go to issues here, we see it the same way it was displayed on the Vue.js page. We can now access the issue and see what goes wrong right here if we would have added some text, of course. So this is how issues work. If we go to the account that we assigned to fix this issue, by the way, so it's this other account, it's this Manu Lawrence account. And if we switch then to the organization this account is, well, a member of, then access the repository and go to the issues page. We could, of course, open this issue now. And as we are assigned, for example, we could say, I fixed the bug in the latest commit. Just an example here. We, of course, didn't do this. And then we can, for example, close this issue. And with that, it is closed. This means, well, we basically fixed the bug. If we then go back to the other account, we can see this is marked as closed already. So this is how issues work in a nutshell. What we didn't explore so far, though, is this projects option over here. And if we scroll up a bit, we can also find the projects ribbon over here. This is the last core GitHub function we'll explore, so let's do so in the next lecture.